And you know, I had the best view in the house because I was standing on the truck and I couldn't even see the end of the crowd, actually, on all sides. So I used to say it was a wonderful view. I'll tell you why. Because at all costs, they did not want us to go onto Dataran Merdeka. So that patch of green had hundreds of riot police protecting it, but the rest of Kuala Lumpur was filled by us, by yellow t-shirts, by Bersih supporters. We crowded out the rest of the area, and that lonely patch of green was still guarded by the police at that time. It looked silly, frankly. They should have just allowed us onto Dataran Merdeka, but they were insistent that we should not go there. Now, so that is about intimidation and fear. The other thing I realized was, and we all realized, was that this movement and any movement can only work if you are honest with the public, if you are honest with the people, if you tell them very frankly what the movement is about. If you make a mistake, admit it. That's what we learned. If we made mistakes, we would frankly admit it. When they asked us, were we funded by foreign organizations, we said yes, and we said to a tune of 94,000+. We even told them the figure. We told the truth about everything. Our accounts are on the website. And that makes a difference. Because when you tell the public the truth all the time, that's where you build up your credibility. And of course, the opposite is true. In our country, of course, we are so used to hearing untruths all the time that really whatever that person then says after that, you are suspicious about whether it's true or not. So if you want your movement to survive and stand the test of time, that is how it must be built on honesty. And it must be built on frank disclosure to the public. And we have nothing to hide anyway. Now, another thing that was very important for me was that, or something I realized was that you cannot have a personal agenda when you want to lead a movement like Bersih, or any movement. Because that's how they immediately attacked. If you remember, she's going to run for elections. She's doing it for personal benefit. That's the first thing that comes to everyone's mind. They cannot believe that anybody would do something like lead Bersih just because it is good for the country. Everybody said, there's a personal agenda. But they couldn't find any personal agenda for anyone sitting on our steering committee. Every single one of the steering committee members, and you know the names, were there because we truly, truly believed in the cause, and we truly, truly believe, and I still believe, that it is an important movement for Malaysia. So till now, they still haven't worked out the personal agenda. They still think there's a personal agenda, and they can't figure it out. But you know why? Because they judge us by their standards, which is why we need to set a new standard. We need to set a new standard for leadership. We need to insist that all our leaders, government, opposition, everyone, are serving the nation and serving the people. They have to be selfless. For me, you don't take up public office unless you fully intend to serve the nation. And of course, we're a long way from that.